Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be checking out the free B.A.M finalists for B.A.M 15. Let's get it going. Walking into the first B.A.M map, we can see that we have 4 different main buildings here. On the left, we have Bren's Burgers. Now, walking into Bren's Burgers, we can see that we have burger ingredients ranging from lettuce to tomatoes to the flour. And up here on the second floor, we have a steak. We also have some chicken. Walking out of Bren's Burgers and over to Bob's Pastries. We walk in and we can see that we have the main ingredients for pastries: flour, milk, and eggs. Now, coming up, we also have the ovens and the pots, so you can bake all different types of pastries. Walking out of Bob's Pastries and going down the street just a bit further, over to Tim's Tacos. We can walk in and see that we have the main ingredients yet again to make tacos. So we have flour, tomato, milk, and we also have steak and chicken. Climbing up over here to the second floor, we have a balcony area where we have a zip line over to the 4th and final restaurant, which we will be checking out in just a minute. Taking the launch pad over to Future's Pizza will land us right into the second floor. Now, going down over to the first floor, this is the pizza shop. So we have obviously our pots and ovens, but there are no ingredients down here. That's because all the ingredients are stored on the second floor. As you can see, we have our flour, tomato, milk, lettuce, and our bacon and eggs. Climbing up to the third floor, just like the previous shop, we just have a nice little balcony area here with a bunch of free cotton ranging from cotton plants to cotton pillows. Walking out of Future's Pizzas and heading down to the edge of the map, we have a nice yacht here, using an interesting design for a ladder, and this is Urban's yacht. Now, heading over here to the first floor of the yacht, we have a bunch of different hungry hippos ranging from all different foods and all different difficulties. Heading up to the second floor of the yacht, we have the control room over here, with a button that just activates this note block over here. Going down under the water, we can see that this uses a variety of different blocks to make it look more interesting. As we can see, we have a variety of slabs and slopes here, as well as pipes, corals, also some ice spikes to make it look more natural. Coming out from the sea, we can see that there's even more detail behind these shops, as over here we have a little basketball court, and we also have a power button here that releases a tennis ball, and you can just play basketball. And there we go, you can see that it uses a funnel to make it much smoother, and we climb up here and see that they actually use some of the new blocks to make it look much smoother and easier to use. Well, that was my review of the first B.A.M map, and I'm gonna have to give that a 3 out of 5. Walking into the second B.A.M map, we can see that we have a bunch of different team selections. Now we press the button to join the game, and we're sent to the red team. Now, on the ship, there are a variety of different techs. Now, if we go down into the basement, we can see that we have a variety of ingredients, and we also have the oven. Climbing back up to the first floor, we have the main objective over here, the hungry hippos. And over here, we have some other ingredients. We also have the pot. Walking over here, we have something that is labeled only for emergencies. It's a dagger, and over here we have a crossbow with a grapple arrow, presumably so you can go over to other people's bases. Over here for 500 cotton, we have the Do-O-Matic 3000. Pressing the button releases eggs, milk, and flour, so it will automatically cook you dough. Now, as I stated earlier, the main objective of this map is to get all these lights powered on, and that means that you will win the game. Now that we're on the final food, at 5 points, it sends out a broadcast to the entire server saying that this team is winning and only have 1 more to go. Now, for our final food to get us to 6 points, I'm going to choose the French toast. So, for this, we're going to need bread, eggs, and maple syrup. And now we have our French toast, we're going to come over here and see what happens. So, the timer starts, our light turns green, and well, that was the second map. I have to give that a 4 out of 5. Walking into the third and final B.A.M map, we can see that we have a massive factory here. Now, heading over to the exit and then taking out the first left, we can see that there are a mix of potion ingredients and also food items. Walking further in here, we can see that this is sort of an experimental lab. Breaking in here, we see that there are some food items. We have the fruit, potato, lettuce, and then another plate of fruit. Walking into the main area, we have many different areas to explore, but first we're going to take on the left segment. Walking over here to the far left part, we can see that we have a bunch of ingredients, ovens, and pots. Climbing up these stairs, we head to the second floor, where over here we see we have the basic necessities. Climbing over here, we see we have a step up to the third floor. Jumping down to the first floor over on the right area, we see we have a build of a burger. Over here we have an automated food machine. And over here in the very far right, we have a freezer area. Back up on the second floor, we can take the stairs up onto the third floor, where there is a world map and there are some experiments. Over here, we have experiment 312, Hottie Doggy. And over here, we have food experiment 5, Gerber. Over on the far right side of the outside of the map, we can see that we have this little sewage dump, and it appears that there are obviously ingredients in here, and these are what are turning into their mutated food experiments. Well, that was the third B.A.M finalist, and I have to give that a 5 out of 5. Well, everyone, that was my ranking of the 3 B.A.M finalists. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in next week's video.